You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 10th of October. This is James Spann. We are getting set for a long, dry spell. Quite frankly, we've been in one for a while, but we had a couple of isolated showers in recent days, but the chance of rain basically nil for today, the weekend, and all of next week. But at least the weather should be turning cooler, especially at night. Let's check the upper air look, which often tells the better story. Got a big upper low that's off the coast of Oregon, affecting the Pacific Northwest. We've got a ridge over the central U.S. and a trough that's come off the northeast Atlantic coast, and that trough is pulling down some cooler air. We'll check the radar this morning. Got a couple of showers over South Georgia, nothing over Alabama. And again, we're just going to be dry for a while. Now, this morning we're in the 60s. We've got some clouds around. Once we get these clouds out of here, that should allow for better radiational cooling tomorrow morning. We should be in the 50s tomorrow morning over the northern half of the state. We'll check the watch warning map. We have flash flood watches in effect for the southwest United States. Parts of Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Nevada, Southern California. That's tropical moisture coming up from a system in the Pacific that used to be Hurricane Priscilla. In the northeast United States, we have freeze warnings in effect. And winter storm watches for parts of northern Idaho and western Montana. That's a sign of the times. No severe storms expected today. Tomorrow, a marginal risk over Utah and some of the adjacent states. And on day 3, which is Sunday, again, no organized severe storms expected across the country. Rain for the next 7 days. Absolutely nothing between now and Friday of next week, and that's not good as drought conditions continue to intensify. This is the new drought monitor that was released yesterday. This product is out once a week, and you can see we have a D3 extreme drought over parts of West Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Greensboro, Utah, Demopolis, Uniontown, Aliceville. And surrounding that, a severe drought, which is D2, and of course most of the state very dry. The exception's up in the Tennessee Valley. Our friends there in the valley had some pretty good rains a couple of weeks ago. But whatever, we all need rain, but the prospect not good for the next at least 7 days. Well, looky here. In the tropics, we actually have 2 named storms. There's a lot of debate in the weather community about that high latitude system, which is now called Subtropical Storm Karen. And, of course, we have Jerry that's near the northern Leeward Islands. But other than these 2 features, that's it. Nothing else expected over the next 7 days. That's the 7-day outlook. Karen is up in the North Atlantic, and this really and truly is more of a cold core mid-latitude system. But it's a total junk tropical system, if it's tropical at all. It becomes post-tropical tomorrow morning if it's not post-tropical now. But again, we'll leave that debate for other people. But certainly that will affect absolutely no landmass. Jerry is just having a hard time. It is fighting off dry air and shear, and it's weaker today. And the Hurricane Center now expecting Jerry to remain a tropical storm throughout its life cycle, not reaching hurricane strength. Moving north, and then it hangs a hard right, and again, out in the middle of nowhere, not affecting any landmass. And it stays well east of Bermuda, which is a good thing. So model fans, here we go. European model. This is the OZ run, valid today at 4. And again, there's a ridge over the central United States and kind of a weak trough over the southeastern states. We are on the subsidence side of that trough. So again, for us, we'll have sinking air, dry day today. Highs in the upper 70s for North Alabama, low 80s for the southern counties of the state, and rain for parts of Georgia and the Carolinas, or South Carolina, because of that trough. Here's the high-resolution HERV valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and, maybe there could be a little raindrop near the Chattahoochee, but, again, most all of Alabama dry. Great night for high school football tonight. Tomorrow, a coastal low begins to form in the Atlantic, off the coast of Florida and Georgia, the Carolinas. But again, we are on the backside of that. A northerly flow. Should be a beautiful day. We start the day in the 50s in most spots. The high will be in the upper 70s and low 80s. Perfect for football in Auburn tomorrow night. High resolution herd tomorrow evening. Nothing. Sunday, that coastal low is moving northeast, so rain for parts of Georgia, the Carolinas, Virginia, Alabama dry Sunday. Again, we start the day well down in the 50s. The high will be in the low 80s. The air very dry. And next week, just warm and dry. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll be up in the mid-80s for much of next week, just having a hard time getting Canadian air in here. Here's a week from today, and that's not going to get us any Canadian air. Ridging in place here. Big trough in the western states, kind of a complex-looking trough there. But again, Friday of next week, warm and dry. Let's keep going, 10 days out. This is Sunday, October 19th. Got a trough coming into the Great Plains states, and just maybe that will open the door for some rain that following week, the week of the 21st. This is suggesting there could be some rain on Sunday the 19th over the Gulf Coast in South Alabama, and that moisture should be moving northward. But this is 10 days out. We all know this could change. Next 15 days, rain from the European ensemble. Flat line. It's flat, meaning no rain for all next week. But it comes up a little bit toward the this is valid through October 25th. You can see it comes up a little bit out there around the 23rd, 24th, 25th. The mean about a half inch. And some of the members are showing more than that. But hopefully we'll see a little rain out there in that 15-day range. Temperatures off the national blend of models. Lows well down in the 50s through Tuesday. Upper 70s today and tomorrow. Then back in the low to mid-80s much of next week. Latest long-range guidance, October 17th through October 23rd, and once again, temperatures above average. And while we certainly need some rain, goodness gracious, we have enjoyed some amazing sunset scenes. And on top of that, we actually had a few little showers in West Alabama yesterday. By golly, the herd I showed yesterday morning showed the little clump of showers over West Alabama. It was pretty darn good. It was close. And after those showers, some rainbows popped up in parts of Tuscaloosa and Hale counties. But again, for most of the state, no rain at all. But again, a gorgeous sunset last night. Love those October sunsets, and we're getting into the season where the sun goes down over the Gulf in most coastal communities. So it's just some gorgeous scenes there on the Gulf Coast. So today I will be at Weaver Elementary School for a program there. After that, I will be at the Love Lady Center, which is an amazing ministry out in Eastlake in the Birmingham Metro that helps women and children that are going through some tough times. And I always look forward to visiting my friends there. I will be this evening at McAdory High School. That's the Friday Night Rivals game of the week. It is Hueytown at McAdory. And that'll be on our sister station in the Birmingham market, My 68, live at 7 o'clock. I'll be on ABC 3340 News there this evening. Tomorrow going to be at the University of North Alabama. I'll be speaking at 1 before the football game. Football game's at 3. And then up in Lexington, back to Lauderdale County on Sunday evening for a talk there at the Lexington Methodist Church. But again, we invite you to watch us on ABC 3340 this evening. And always, you can catch my forecast on wonderful radio stations all across Alabama, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.